welcome to Lagos Update on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This program highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. I'm Adeola Akindele. We'll begin today with this story. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has reaffirmed the importance of safeguarding the rights of legal practitioners, emphasizing that judges make judgments on logical evidence and should not be intimidated by criticism. Governor Sanwo-Olu made this remark at the special prayer commemorating the commencement of the 2025-2026 new legal year held at the Lagos Central Mosque, Lagos Island. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by his deputy Obafemi Hamzat, said that justice must remain the foundation of governance in Nigeria, stating that judicial officers deserve the freedom and respect to dispense rulings without fear, intimidation, or undue influence. He urged citizens to learn to respect the processes of justice and avoid contributing to the erosion of trust in public institutions. While reaffirming Lagos State's respect for judicial independence, the governor applauded judges for their resilience, impartiality, and courage in the face of public pressure and misinformation, noting that disagreements with judicial rulings should be addressed through proper legal channels or legislative reforms, not through disparagement of the bench. Also, during the week, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says his administration will continue to drive economic growth through adequate investment in women across the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this at the 2025 WAPA Connect conference held at Victoria Island and organized by Lagos State Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, WAPA. The governor, who was represented by his deputy Obafemi Hamzat, said the theme of the conference, Investing in Lagos Women, Investing in Growth, reflected the administration's vision for Greater Lagos that champions the growth of every woman. He noted that his administration has rolled out a women empowerment roadmap showing its commitment to break down barriers against women.
Society that cannot really thrive if it leaves half its population behind. That is why Lagos is dedicated to this journey. Intentional, ongoing, and very inclusive. Studies have shown that any nation that neglects the women population doesn't grow economically. So if you look at great countries, it's because they've empowered their women. So you have the promise of this government that along with everybody that works with us, we keep developing impactful policies, gathering the necessary resources, and building partnership that empowers women to innovate boldly and to lead with confidence.
In her remarks, Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, WAPA, Bolaji Dada, said the WAPA Connect conference was designed to bring women from different professions to connect and build businesses together, share ideas, stressing that investing in Lagos women would contribute to the economic growth of the state.
Let us remember that WAPA Connect is not just an event, it is a call to action. Together, we declare that investing in Lagos women is investing in Lagos growth. When we lift as we rise, not when we suppress as we rise. When we lift as we rise, and when we build together, we are laying the foundation for a Lagos where every woman can thrive and every dream can find expression.
Wife of the Lagos State Governor, Bijoke Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by Mrs. Fumi Omotosho, commended the Commissioner for sustaining the conference over the years and for placing women at the center of its agenda. Lagos State Government has announced its target to increase the approval of planning permit approval to 40,000 annually. Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development Olumide Oluyinka stated this at a press conference ahead 2025 stakeholders engagement with the theme Planning Permit the Rebirth held at Lausa, Ikeja. Oluyinka noted that the ministry dedicated a week long of activities to enable more residents have an idea about and take advantage of the 57 district offices spread across the state for proper validation of their buildings. According to him, last year, the ministry granted planning permit approval to 18,000 applicants, while from January to July this year, a total of 12,000 permits have been granted.
In case there is a need for government in future, probably by way of expansion or production of infrastructural elements like expansion of roads, new roads, any government infrastructure, if that particular building does not have a planning permit, that means it is not recognized by law, in which case compensation might not be possible.
Lagos State Residents Registration Agency LASRA has intensified its grassroots sensitization efforts through a partnership with the Lagos State Council of Tradesmen and Artisans LASCOTA to ensure that more residents understand it and embrace the benefits of obtaining the Lagos State Residents Identity Card, LASRA card. General Manager of LASRA, Adeola, stated this at the maiden jamboree for LASCOTA with the theme One Identity, One Lagos, building stronger futures for our tradesmen and artisans. Adeola said the initiative was designed to bring registration closer to artisans and tradesmen while highlighting its importance for accessing government services and programs such as the Lagos State Health Management Agency, LASHMA, and the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, LSETF. On their part, participants who are members of the various clusters of tradesmen and artisans in the state lauded the initiative behind the program while highlighting the benefits of the LASRA ID card, such as providing residents with proof of identity and access to several empowerment opportunities. The jamboree had in attendance other government agencies such as the Lagos State Health Management Agency and the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund to provide artisans with direct access to information and assistance. All is set for the maiden State Emergency Management Agency SEMA Conference 2025 with the theme Strengthening Subnational Emergency Management for a Resilient Nigeria. While briefing journalists, Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, Olufemi Okeosonyitolu, noted that the conference, in partnership with the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, will bring together emergency managers, policy makers, development partners, security institutions, private sector leaders, and civil society representatives from across Nigeria's 36 states and the FCT. From Thursday 2nd to Saturday 4th October, Okeosonyitolu said the national conference will chart a new course in emergency management with sessions to feature keynote addresses, technical discussions, and cross-sector collaboration with a live simulation exercise at the Lagos State Emergency and Relief Rescue Camp, Igondo. According to him, the simulation exercise will demonstrate coordinated multi-agency response to complex disaster scenarios, underscoring Nigeria's capacity for resilience. Oke Osoyitolu noted that Lagos was selected as the host state due to its success stories in emergency and disaster management, which other states want to learn from.
You will all agree with me that Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, has invested so much in emergency preparedness, in emergency planning, in emergency response, and in emergency reconstructions and rehabilitations. All the key circles of disaster management has been handled.
The Lasema bus said more than 3,000 casualties were attended to in 2023 alone, reflecting expanded capabilities, while over 4,600 road and motor accidents and 2,400 fire outbreaks have been responded to since 2008. And finally, on the program today, Lagos State Government has reaffirmed its commitment to positioning the state as Nigeria and Africa's leading hub for non-oil exports, with a focus on building capacity, strengthening small businesses, and unlocking new markets. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, Olugbemiga Ainu, stated this while meeting with members of the Lagos State Export Promotion Committee, LSEPC. Aino described the gathering as a strategic moment to consolidate Lagos' comparative advantage in key export products while addressing lingering challenges in the sector. While celebrating achievements, he identified pressing issues threatening progress to include low production and processing capacity for key commodities, gaps in meeting international quality and packaging standards, and high production costs that make local goods less competitive.
So by our next meeting, we should be able to pinpoint concrete outcomes from our deliberation and our shared commitments. Okay. The responsibility is ours, the time is now. Let us rise to this challenge with unity, creativity, and determination. Finally, let us always be inspired. I know the challenges are daunting, but they are not insurmountable. Okay? Lagos will not just participate in the global marketplace, I want to assure you. We will lead it, we will work it by making available all the things that are relevant to achieve these noble objectives.
Reaffirming Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's commitment, the Permanent Secretary emphasized that Lagos will continue to create an enabling environment for exports through public-private partnerships and progressive policies. The meeting had in attendance committee members drawn from the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, Standards Organization of Nigeria, Nigeria Customs Service, the Police, the Nigeria Association of Small-Scale Industrialists, and the Nigerian Export Promotion Council. And with that story, we conclude this week's edition of Lagos Update, a program that highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. You can follow us and like all of various social media platforms. X, Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch the news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website on www.trafficradio 961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM live on my Lagos app for timely updates. Thanks to my producer, Babatunde Akinyemi, and studio engineer, Ayodeji Toyo, with support from the social media team. The executive producer is Tayo Akunle. I'm Adeola Akindele. Next week is another date. Stay blessed and stay safe.